Hi, I'm Jadrian with Not Jaded Co. And today I'm going to show you how to crochet these scalloped washcloths. They're pretty fast and easy to make. We're going to be using the moss stitch, and it goes especially fast because with a moss stitch we're not working into the stitches, we're working into chain spaces. So for me that goes especially fast. The only thing that might trip you up is the scallops, but I'm going to show you on each side where to put the scallops so that they come out evenly. But it's a beginner friendly project, I'd say. But anyway, let's get started. So what we'll need for this pattern is some cotton yarn. This is Lily Sugar and Cream. It's a medium weight yarn, but any medium weight cotton yarn will do. I definitely recommend using cotton yarn, especially if you're going to be using it with water, say like in the kitchen. I like to use mine to dry my face after I'm done washing it. Makes me feel extra fancy. You also need some scissors, a tapestry needle, and a 5mm crochet hook. So we're going to start with a slip stitch. And then we're going to chain 32. Okay, and we've got our chain of 32. We're going to work into the 4th chain from the hook. So we've got 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, and you're gonna do a single crochet. It's kind of gonna leave like a little gap there, but we're gonna work into that gap in the next row. Gonna chain 1, skip the next chain, single crochet into the next, chain 1, single crochet into the next, and we're going to continue that all the way down. You should end up with a single crochet in the last chain. This stitch is called the moss stitch, I believe. Okay, so we've got our single crochet in that last chain there. We're going to chain 2, turn it, and then we're going to be working into all of these chain spaces. We're going to go into that first space there with a single crochet, chain 1, next chain space with a single crochet, chain 1, and you're going to repeat that all the way down. Remember that first chain space we made, so we're going to end with a single crochet there. Last space there, single crochet, we're going to chain 2, and we're just going to repeat that last row 26 more times. So we're going to do a total of 28 rows. We just did 2 rows, so we need 26 more. So I'm going to do 26 more rows, meet you back here, and show you how we're going to continue on with the scallops. All right, so we've got our 28 rows, and it should be pretty square for you. I like to fold mine up, and it should make a pretty good triangle without too much of an overhang on the sides. So you know the top and the sides are about the same length. But if you're going to continue with the same color, just continue on, but for the scallops, I'm going to change to pink. I'm just going to pull that through like that. Then I'm going to tie them together, the main color and this tail. Oops. And then I'm going to crochet over them so I'm not weaving them in later, but you don't have to. Okay, so we're going to be, actually I'm going to chain one more for the corner. We're going to be working in these outside V's, that outside loop. So we're going to skip this one that's closest, but we're going to go into this one with a slip stitch. And then in the next loop, I'm going to do 4 double crochets. And in the next V, slip stitch. In the next V, 4 double crochets. In the next V, a slip stitch. And so we're going to continue all the way down, and we should end here with a slip stitch, and then we're going to do a corner scallop. Okay, and in this V, we got our slip stitch, and then I'm just gonna go into this corner chain space with 5 double crochets. And then on this side, I'm going to be working into these chain spaces. This was our initial chain that we made in the very beginning. And you kind of have these kind of chain spaces, the chains that we skipped over initially. And we're going to continue on slip stitch in one space, 4 double crochet in the next. Okay, we got slip stitch in the second to last space, and in this last space we're gonna do 5 double crochets. Okay, and on this side, I'm also going to be crocheting over this tail. That was from when we first started the chain. Okay, so on this side, I'm going to be working into these outside little bumps. See, one there, one there, one there. So, in this first little bump there, slip stitch. Next bump, 4 double crochets. Let's slip stitch in that one. Four double crochets in the next. And we got our slip stitch here, and then in this space we're going to do our corner 5 double crochets. And then this was our last row that we did of the main color, and we're gonna kind of do the same thing we did on this bottom side, is go into those chain spaces. So in the next chain space, slip stitch. In the next 4 double crochet. And repeat that to the end. Okay, so we've got slip stitch in this space here, and then we've got one more space there that we're gonna do one more corner with 5 double crochets. And then I'm going to slip stitch into that first stitch there. Cut my yarn. And to make this seamless, you'll take your tapestry needle, go into the next stitch like so, pull that through, and then see where your yarn came out of. You want to go into that same stitch. Pull that through, and it's like invisible. So weave in your ends and you're done. Okay, so that was all for this video. I hope you guys had fun making them. I really enjoy making them. I make so many that I have to give them away as gifts. But I think it's the scallops. The scallops get me. I love a good scallop, but also the moss stitch. I love the moss stitch. So they're addicting for me to make. But as a bonus, I wanted to show you guys some of my old washcloths. So these are some old ones that I throw in the washer and the dryer constantly. So I'm using them in the kitchen and also to dry my face at the end of the night, like I said. But they hold up really well. Maybe they get a little bit fuzzy, minimal pilling, like, you know, like with acrylic yarn they pill a lot, but cotton yarn, that's a bonus. They hold up really well. But anyway, leave me a comment for what you guys want to see next. I want to come out with another tutorial next week. I'll probably throw up another poll on my Instagram to see what you guys want to see next week. But anyway, leave me a comment for questions, tips, comments, anything you can think of. But anyway, see you next week. Bye.